Hi, I'm Brian Heidelberger, a partner with the law firm of Winston & Strawn in Chicago, and here today with another mini advertising law lesson. Today's law lesson, what advertisers and agencies should know about the FTC's most recent action regarding both influencer marketing and native advertising. But first, the email came out from the FTC, and within an hour I was getting calls. Hey Brian, you going to do another one of those mini law lessons? Well, people, let's just be honest. You're looking for free legal advice. Come on. We all know it's true. So, what is the FTC's rules regarding influencer marketing? First, they need to give their truthful and honest opinion. Number two, they need to disclose if they are getting paid, if they are getting free stuff, if they are getting sweepstakes entries to talk about an advertiser or one of their products or services. They need to disclose that material connection or affiliation between the two. Three, the advertiser or agency needs to monitor those influencers to make sure they're complying with the disclosure requirements. And four, if the influencers are not complying, the advertiser or agency needs to either get them to take down those posts or ask them to change those posts. What about native advertising? The FTC's guidance regarding that is that advertising messages that aren't identifiable as ads themselves can be deceptive, and they'll look at the net impression to a reasonable consumer as to whether or not consumers understand that this message is truly advertising. Now, what happened in this particular case with Lord & Taylor? Well, they had a new thing called their Design Lab, and they paid influencers to talk about their products. They had to include the Lord & Taylor tag, and they had to use hashtag Design Lab. They were just free to say whatever they wanted about Lord & Taylor's products, but Lord & Taylor approved and edited the post. And because of that, the FTC said hashtag Design Lab in and of itself is not enough disclosure of the connection in showing that these influencers were paid connected to Lord & Taylor. Now, what about the native advertising piece of it? In both Instagram posts and in an article in an online fashion magazine, Nylon, they paid for, reviewed, and pre-approved the post that Nylon put on their Instagram page and in the article. However, there was no disclosure by Nylon that there was a commercial arrangement between Lord & Taylor and Nylon. So, what can we learn from this FTC action? Well, the FTC has told us before, and they're going to tell us again, that you need to have clear disclosure. You can't be cute with your disclosure, and something like hashtag Design Lab was not clear enough from the FTC's perspective to let consumers who read the post understand that there was a sponsorship and a connection. Now, Lord & Taylor was also held responsible for the publisher's failure to disclose here, so it just goes to show that both the advertisers and agencies, they can't just foist off all the liability onto the publishers. They need to play an integral role into their advertisements that are getting published on these publishers' sites. So, another influencer marketing action. The FTC believes they told us their rules 5 years ago, and we should be getting it by now, and now they're going to take strong action to make sure that we are. The FTC also recently came out with its enforcement policy on native advertising, and we see here its first case against an advertiser for native advertising. So let this all be a lesson to all of you. Let's be a little tighter on our advertising and be careful out there.